Driving a vehicle is a privilege which provides many benefits, but it does not come without responsibilities. You must be alert to vehicles and pedestrians around you, as well as signs and traffic control devices that help you travel safely. The deadliest of all highway collisions is that which occurs between a motor vehicle and a train. Highway-railway crossing collisions should never occur. Public highway-railway crossings are marked with signs and may also have mechanical or electrical warning devices. As a new driver, you need to know that these signs and warning devices are important and could save your life. Learn what they are and watch for them. Direction 2006 and Operation Lifesaver, working in collaboration to save lives across Canada's railways, wish to present newly licensed driver safety at highway-railway crossings. This educational presentation deals with the very real dangers that exist at highway-railway crossings and delivers the information to assist you with preventing incidents. For new drivers, there are many things to be aware of that relate to highway-railway crossings. First of all, crossbucks do more than just show where the road crosses the tracks. Crossbucks mean yield. Always expect a train. If a train is coming, you don't want any part of your vehicle to be on or near the tracks. It's a chance you don't want to take. If you choose to take a chance with your vehicle at a railway crossing, remember, you are risking your life, breaking the law, and there are penalties for violating crossing safety rules. Penalties for circumventing the gates can incorporate fines, loss of points, and/or a suspension, depending on which province you are in. This also depends on the actual charge laid by police. For example, careless driving versus driver failure to obey crossing gate signal versus dangerous driving under the criminal code. As a driver, all qualify as serious offenses that could impact your driving privileges. The advance warning sign. It's diamond shaped with a black on yellow symbol. It tells drivers to slow down at the crossing ahead. Almost every railway crossing is marked by a crossbuck on both sides of the tracks. Some of them have gates, lights, and bells. Most of them just have crossbucks. Regardless, crossbucks always mean yield. If there is more than one set of tracks, the sign below the crossbuck will tell you the number of tracks you will be going over. On private roads, railway crossings may not be marked, so watch carefully. When you see the advance warning signs, you should know these signs tell you to look, listen, and slow down because you may have to stop. There may be an advisory speed tab erected below the advance warning sign to show the safe speed for crossing the tracks. The advance warning sign also advises the driver of the approximate track angle to the road. This is important to motorcycle drivers. Pay attention to the sign because you should try to avoid crossing tracks at less than a 45-degree angle. In fact, you should try to cross at as close to a 90-degree angle as is possible. When you see an advanced warning sign, here's how to respond. Slow down and approach at a speed that will allow you to safely stop if required. Roll down the windows and turn off any noise in the vehicle. You know, a stereo, a cell phone, whatever. Ask passengers to be quiet as well, then listen for the train. Look both ways. If you must stop, do so at least 5 meters from the nearest rail. And don't be fooled on a multiple track crossing by one train passing. Another train could be coming from either direction. Pavement markings consist of an X and/or stop line that may be painted on the pavement at the approach to a highway-railway crossing. A white X painted on the road in front of a crossing means the same as the advanced warning yellow sign. You must yield the right-of-way and be prepared to stop, remembering any time is train time. Here's a scary statistic. More than half of all collisions take place at crossings with active warning devices, such as flashing lights and gates. Drivers think they can beat the train and don't make it. If flashing lights and bell are installed at a highway-railway crossing, the driver must stop when the lights and bell are activated because this means that a train is approaching. All drivers must stop at the stop line painted on the roadway, or if none exists, no closer than 5 meters from the nearest rail. Do not proceed until the lights and bell have stopped, the train has passed, or until you can do so safely. If there is more than one track, make sure all the tracks are clear before crossing. If you're in the middle of a crossing and the gate lowers, keep going. Don't get trapped. Get off the tracks. Another scenario. A signal or stop sign is backing up traffic on the other side of the tracks, leaving you little room to cross. Don't get caught. Always look ahead. Make sure there's enough space for your vehicle if you're forced to stop. And be sure to factor in enough space for the overhang from both your vehicle and the train's overhang. Don't get caught on the tracks. If your vehicle won't fit, don't commit. Remember, it's unsafe and illegal to cross when lights are flashing or the gate is down. If you are caught running the crossing lights, penalties include costly fines and/or loss of points on your license, and they vary depending on what province you are in and the charge that is laid. You are also legally liable for any deaths, injuries, or damages. Why risk your life? When the signal flashes and the gate lowers, stop. If a stop sign is erected at a highway railway crossing, it is to be treated the same way as any other stop sign. The driver must stop. You must stop no closer than 5 meters from the nearest rail. A full stop is required. Look both ways. Listen for approaching trains and proceed only when you are sure you can do so safely. If your vehicle becomes disabled at a crossing but you and your occupants are not in immediate danger, get everyone out of the vehicle and instruct them to wait at least 30 meters from the track and the vehicle while you look for an emergency number. A 1-800 number accompanied by a crossing identification number is found on railway installations such as the signal mast or nearby Silver Equipment Bungalow. Call the number and give the exact information provided on the sign. If there is no 1-800 number, call 911 or the local emergency number to alert authorities. If your vehicle becomes disabled on a crossing and you are in immediate danger from an approaching train, get everyone out of the vehicle and move to a point at least 30 meters from the track and vehicle. This will reduce the chances of being struck by flying debris if the train hits the disabled vehicle. Whatever you do, don't ever think you can stop a train by waving at it. Trains can't stop quickly. Some passenger trains move at 160 kilometers per hour. The average train weighs 6 million kilograms. That's 4,000 times as heavy as a car. Even if the engineer sees you, an average train traveling at 100 kilometers an hour can take up to 2 kilometers to stop. For drivers of motorcycles, you should slow down when approaching highway railway crossings, and as mentioned earlier, attempt to cross at a minimum 45-degree angle. It is not usually necessary to change your path when crossing railway tracks at something less than a 90-degree angle to the road. Be aware of a possible bump and avoid turning or braking while on the tracks. Stay in your own lane. And remember, traffic behind you may not be slowing as much as you do. Half of all nighttime highway railway crossing collisions involve vehicles hitting the side of trains. During poor weather or nighttime conditions, be especially alert for advance warning and railway crossing signs. You should be able to stop within the distance illuminated by your headlights. As a new driver, it is important to remember that you share the roads with many other vehicles and they may have some rules that apply to them that differ from yours. When following buses and trucks, be prepared to stop, as they may be obligated to stop at crossings either by law or company policy. Each crossing is a safe crossing when all signs are obeyed and respected. So when you see this advance warning sign, plan ahead and slow down. When you approach the crossbox, be prepared to stop. Look both ways. Roll down your window and listen. Watch out for a second train. When the last car of a train passes the highway railway crossing, do not proceed until you are sure that there is no train coming on another track from the same or other direction. If you drive a standard, shift down before the crossing. Don't shift while going over the tracks. When approaching a crossing, always check the other side of the tracks for available room before you start to cross. You don't want to get trapped. If you do get stuck, get out and call the 1-800 number 911 or the local emergency number as soon as possible. Here's a final note to remember. Any time is train time. Always expect a train. When the lights flash and the gates lower, stop. Never try to beat a train across the track. It's a gamble that could cost you serious penalties, maybe even your life. Provincial laws and regulations governing driver actions at highway railway crossings may vary in each province. Please check your own province's policy to be sure that you are in compliance at all times.